Okay, so we'll continue to learn the meaning. So we're on Slokam 9. Paramamyo mahatejah, paramamyo mahattapaha, paramamyo mahadbrahma, paramamya parāyaṇam. So this is the answer to Yudhishthira's second question. Kim va api ekaṃ parāyaṇam? What is the ultimate goal? So this question is on Purushartham, the goal. So the answer to this question is given in this slokam and in the first line of the next slokam. So the next line is pavitranam pavitramyo mangalanam cha mangalam. So these two lines plus that line is the answer to the second question. So we have to put those three lines together. So in this slokam, the word paramam is used 4 times. What does the word paramam mean? It means that there is nothing greater than this. Something that is paramam, there is nothing equal to it and there is nothing greater than it. All things are lower than it. That is paramam. So for example, Paramatma, the Supreme Soul, Parama Purusha, the Supreme Being. So that's what paramam means. So the question was, what is the ultimate goal? Ekaṃ parāyaṇam. So what would be the expectation from an ultimate goal? Once it is reached, there is nothing else to reach for. Once it is enjoyed, nothing more to enjoy. So that is why the answer has paramam repeated so many times, because the ultimate goal must be one that cannot be surpassed by anything. On a side note, there is a Divya Desam temple at Tirumalirinchole. It's also called Alagar Koil. It is near Madurai. The Moolavar there is called Paramaswami, one who has no one equal or greater than him. So let's take a look at more detailed meaning of this slokam. Paramamyo mahatejah, one who is the most bright and brilliant, that is full of tejas, effulgent. So this talks about Perumal's brightness, tejas. Where he exists, there is no Suryan, there is no Chandran, there are no stars, no Agni, but he is still the most brilliant. His kiritam is brighter than 1,000 suns, and the tejas of his Sudarshana chakra competes with the kiritam in brightness. Paramam yah mahattapaha, one who is the supreme master of all. Everyone is under his control and there is no one above him. Paramamyo mahadbrahma, he is Brahman. He is the most supreme, and those that worship him, he makes them equal to him. There's a concept called samyapati moksham, whereas when we get moksham and when we join Perumal in Vaikuntham, we, the jivatmas, become like him. He gives us the same ananda that he has. We have the same tirumeni he has. We become like him in many ways, except we don't have the power to create, which solely rests with him. But otherwise, we become very similar to him. So, he is the most supreme, and those that worship him, he makes them equal to him. Paramamyo mahadbrahma. Paramamyo parāyaṇam. This is the answer to the question. He is the most supreme goal. So, how this slokam should be read is, he is paramamyo mahatejah, the most brilliant. Therefore, he is paramamyo parāyaṇam, the ultimate goal. He is paramamya mahattapaha, the supreme master. Therefore, he is paramamyo parāyaṇam, the ultimate goal. He is paramamyo mahadbrahma. Therefore, he is paramamyo parāyaṇam, the supreme goal. Continuing on to slokam 10. As I said, the first line of this slokam, pavitranam pavitramyo mangalanam cha mangalam, continues the answer to the second question which was given in the previous slokam. So, the one who is pavitranam pavitram yaha, one who is the purest of the pure. Pavitram means pure. So here, inanimate objects, achit, have doshas or blemishes in the sense that they are constantly changing. Unlike achit, the jivatma, the individual soul, also called chit, is the same, and its original nature is full of ananda, but depending on the type of body it takes, it has to enjoy the sukham and the dukkham that comes with that body. For example, a jivatma being inside a buffalo's body has to undergo the suffering of mosquito bites. Inside a human body, it has to undergo suffering caused by, say, cheating relatives or any other situation. So, both achit, inanimate objects, and chit, jivatma, have blemishes. But does the Paramatma have such blemishes? No. He is pavitranam pavitram. He is the purest of the pure. If a jivatma holds on to Perumal's feet and surrenders fully and offers all his sukams and dukkhams to him, his purity will purify us. Just like a fire burns everything without seeing whether it is a small or big thing that it is burning, Perumal will burn away all our sins, no matter how small or big. That is the power of pavitranam pavitram. It is his purity that purifies everything. For example, we all know the waters of the Ganga are purifying. But that Ganga was created when Brahma washed the feet of Trivikrama, an avataram of Mahavishnu in Satyaloka. That Padatirtham came to this world, Bhulokam, and became Ganga. So, Ganga is pure because it came from the feet of Mahavishnu. So, he purifies everything. Now, this purifying aspect of the Lord is expressed in Tirupavai by Andal, and she talks about the Lord's glance this way. Kinkini vaaicheida tamarai poopole, chengan chirit chiridel yemmel vizhiyavo, tingalum adityanum எழுந்தாற்போல், அங்கன் இரண்டும் கொண்டு எங்கள் மேல் நோக்குதியேல், எங்கள் மேல் சாபம் இழிந்தேலோ ரெம்பாவாய். Andal says to Krishna, O Lord, will you not look at us with your gentle and exquisite eyes, resembling the half-blossom lotus, similar to a small kinkini, a jewel-like little bell, opening little by little. Kinkini vaaicheida tamarai poo pole, chengan chirit chiridel, little by little, emmel vizhiyavo. Will your glance not fall on us? If you direct your glance at us with your pair of beautiful eyes that resemble the rising sun and the moon, Tingalum Adityanum எழுந்தாற்போல், we will be freed from the curse of sins of past, present and future. எங்கள் மேல் சாபம் இழிந்தேலோ ரெம்பாவாய். So here she's talking about that purifying glance of Perumal here. Pavitranam pavitram yaha. Next, Mangalanam cha mangalam, the most auspicious of all auspiciousness. Certain things are considered to be auspicious, mangalam. For example, kumkumam, turmeric, manjal, betel leaf, etc. But who blessed them to be mangalam? Sriman Narayana. He is the grantor of auspiciousness to all things which we consider to be auspicious. So in this first line in the previous slokam, we have seen 5 reasons. Paramamyo mahatejah, the most brilliant. Paramamyo mahattapaha, the supreme master. Paramamyo mahad brahma, supreme Brahman. Pavitranam pavitramyo, the purest of the pure. Mangalanam cha mangalam, the most auspicious. Therefore, because Sriman Narayana has these qualities, he is paramamyo parāyaṇam, the ultimate goal. Now, in this slokam, the second line of this slokam starts the answer to the first question that Yudhishthira asked. Ekaṃ daivataṃ loke, who is that one supreme God? So, starting with daivataṃ devatānaṃ cha and going to the next slokam, the first question is answered. Ekaṃ daivataṃ loke. So, he is the one who is daivataṃ devatānaṃ, the God of all gods. Devargalukku ellam devan. Cha and bhutanam yaha avyaha pita. He is the eternal father of all beings, all jivarasis. So here the use of the word father indicates that Perumal is the cause or the karanam for all the jivatmas in this world. He is eternal, avyaya, and never dies, unlike our mortal fathers. Bhutanam, he is the father of not only human beings but of all conscious beings, whether it be devas, humans or animals. So similarly in the Gita, Arjuna says to Krishna, Pitasi lokasya characharasya. O Lord, you are the father to this whole cosmic manifestation which is made up of moving and non-moving entities. Now we'll go on to Slokam 11, where the answer to question 1 continues. Yata sarvani bhutani bhavantyadi yugagame yasmimscha pralayam yanti punareva yugakshaye. He is the one, yataha sarvani bhutani bhavantyadi yugagame. He is the one from whom all beings, sarvani bhutani, are created at the beginning of the yuga, that is during creation time. It's called Srishti. Yasmimscha pralayam yanti punareva yugakshaye. And to whom they, which is all the beings, sarvani bhutani, they enter into him at the end of the yuga. So, you would have heard of the word pralayam. Pralayam really means it's the dissolution time when all this cosmic manifestation is dissolved and it goes back into Sriman Narayana. Now the word pralayam has the word layam. What layam means is when an object goes back to the object it was created from, it is called layam. An example would be when a pot is broken and goes back to being mud. The pot goes back to its karanam or cause. That is layam, of going back to where it came from. This whole universe has come from Sriman Narayana. He is the cause, the karanam. Everything that has come from him, which includes achit, inanimate objects, and chit, jivatmas, are called karyams. So at the end of the yuga, all the karyams will go back, layam, into him, the karanam, the cause. So, what the slokam says is, from whom all this gets created at Srishti, creation time, to whom all this goes back to at dissolution time, he is the supreme being in this world. Yar idathilendhu ideyellam uruvagiradho, யார் இதையெல்லாம் காப்பாற்றுகின்றானோ, யார் இடத்தில் அனைத்தும் திருப்பியும் போய் அடையுமோ, அவன்தான் உலகத்திற்கே முழு முதல் கடவுள். And this is the same thing that is expressed in the Taittiriya Upanishad as well, in the Slokam Yato va imani bhutani jayante. So, these are all the key identifying attributes of the Brahman. Things come from him, he sustains it, and they go back into him. Now, according to this slokam, there are no orphans in the world because there is a karanam or cause for everybody. Tayar and Perumal, from whom we came, are always there as our eternal parents. So, with this slokam, Bhishma completes his answers to Yudhishthira's 6th question. So now what next? Having given all his answers, Bhishma could have said, class over to Yudhishthira. After all, he answered all his questions with main emphasis on Nama Sankirtanam as the way. He kept saying Stuvan, Stuvan, Stuvan. But Bhishma doesn't stop here. He continues. And what he continues, we will see in our next session.
Paramam yo mahatejah, paramam yo mahattapah, paramam yo mahadbrahma, paramam yah parāyaṇam. Yo mangalanam cha mangalam, daivataṃ devatānaṃ cha bhūtānaṃ yo vyayapita. Yata sarvani bhutani bhavantyadi yugagame yasmimscha pralayam yanti punareva yugakshaye.